talking about noise and the truth, because Nigerians, like the children of any family, deserve the truth from their parents and the leaders. The only time the truth should suffer a little should be in extreme cases between the doctor and his patient, such that he sees that the patient may die in 3 days' time. He does not tell him so that he does not die in his clinic. That is an extreme case. But in any other circumstance, you must tell the truth, because they say the truth will set you free. Because nevertheless, if you don't tell the truth, it will manifest one way or the other, like gas. The point I'm making now is that if there is any need for a third force or coalition movement and so on, it is simply because the people, or at least those who are coalescing, believe that the present order does not accommodate them. And it is a bad thing for a father to be in the house and the children will be looking for father outside. If you get my drift, that means he has not fathered them very well. So the point we are making is that, yes, there is a political, the opportunity for people to, find their political views in any manner whatsoever within the ambit of the law. But that should not mean that those people who are in power now should abdicate. Because even if you are fed with gari and you are filled, once there's no gari in the house, you may decide to go and look for those who have beans. That doesn't necessarily mean there was no food in the house. So even if you have good governance, there will always be some people who are fairly queremonious because they want to oust you from the position of authority. But you must do a self-examination as the one on the saddle. What have I done that I ought not to have done? Or what am I doing that I should do better? Because governance is like marketing. If you are a producer of goods, your interest will be to satisfy your customer, not what you think the customer wants, because the customer votes for your goods with his money. The revenue is outside the organization, like Peter Drucker will always say. Power is with the people. So when they vote, there is exchange. And they vote on the belief that you, based on the social contract, will be there to better manage their affairs using the instruments of state. But when you now go there and begin to ingratiate yourself, or only those who belong to your group, or your religious group, your ethnic group, or your political group, or somehow you consider friends, but who are so tiny and minuscule from the generality of the population, that is grotesque and gross corruption of the first order.
Let me just say here now that voter registration is ongoing, so go get your permanent voter's card wherever you are. You heard Mr. Nnaji.
That's the purchasing power they have.
That's your power to buy whatever it is you want to buy.
Yes.
But let's get to you, Dr. Nnaji. The Coalition for Nigeria Movement, then there is the Nigeria Intervention Movement. These are just a few. There are other intervention groups. There's a Nigeria First. There are people who've been talking about the country, Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. Do you think all this movement will have any effect in the 2019 elections?
Yes. What you say about those movements, it's a polite reaction by Nigerians to Nigeria's politics. Don't forget, the bad man succeeds when the good people keep quiet in a society. We have done well, no matter the noise people would like to do. This is the first time we have been able to put 16 to 18 years of political stability in Nigeria's history. During that 16 to 18 years, the PDP, as a first trial political party, was able to democratize the economy through privatization. And because of that, our economy became the largest in Africa. Now, there is a need for us to also democratize the political superstructure through restructuring. So everybody have seen, being alarmed by President Buhari's clannishness and employment of nepotism as policy, as President Obasanjo also reiterated, people are now coming out through different groupings, which at the end of the day will bring everybody together in a coalition. And as far as I'm concerned, the APC can also be part of that coalition going forward, because all of us are interested in a better society. So I do not believe that anybody should be kept aside, or anybody who forms a coalition or a platform should be dismissed with a wave of hand. No, we should all, as Obasanjo said, think about building a coalition for Nigeria. So I see what's going on right now as an attempt by everybody to come together for the good of Nigeria. And if you ask me, look at the issue of the headsman thing. All of Nigerians are actually speaking up and trying to condemn the president's lack of show of feel or even condoling with the people in Benue State. President Buhari has not paid any condolence. No, he has not. But you see what happened? I heard that some 7 people were killed. Police went there and army and arrested people from Benue State. But 75 people were killed. Nobody went there and arrested anybody. And that's why you see the whole of the country are now gathering. So for me, this is actually the very period, I'll tell you, we have come to the end of the very first political transition period, and that's the first 18 years. We are now entering the second period where, of course, we need the inclusive involvement of all of Nigeria. That in itself is actually an opposite game to President Buhari's employment of clannishness, nepotism, and his own selection of those he thinks are his people. Look at even what he's doing. Trying to include Maradi. Maradi happens to be part.
Thank you. Mr. Ibukwe, do you think there will be any difference in 2019 with all these movements?
Let me first of all say that, given what I've heard, you were in power for 16 years. And we know where you left us. This government has been in power for 2.5 years. And we know where we are now. That's, by the way, I leave it for people to judge. Now, 2019. Well, I see a brand new vehicle, but without a driver.
How do you?
This, what do you call it? Did you say CN? Brand new car without a driver.
I called several groups.
Yes.
I called several groups.
Several groups. It's not just one movement.
There is a coalition for Nigeria movement. There is Nigeria intervention movement.
Let me tell you the people
there
that
is
are
Nigeria
there.
First. Hold on. There is Nigeria First. There are other groups that are also talking about Nigeria.
How many political parties do we have? Close to 70.
68.
Yeah, my wife parties, some of these things, The noise.
But all these ones have said they are not political parties.
Let's see. If you are not a political party, then you can't contest. You may not have a candidate. So
but you may be able to affect people's decisions as
it depends on the people.
Vote.
It depends on the people. If somebody, there's some people, especially Obasanjo, that think that anytime in a nation of 180 million people, you think that you are the only person that is connected with God, or the only person that has the knowledge. But those who destroyed our yesterday cannot be the ones that will control tomorrow's potentials. It's obvious. We don't take them serious any longer. And they cannot influence anything.
So
he's right, and I'm coming, man. He was the former head of state.
No, let's get you clear as you go along, please. Are you therefore saying that all these coalitions and movements will not affect anything in 2019?
Of course.
Let's discount this.
I said in one sentence, a brand new car without a driver. It cannot move. They have nothing to put on the table.
Okay. Mr. Nnaji, what do you think about these coalitions and these movements?
I even want to move further to tell you why the car cannot move.
Okay.
Now, the foundation for a new Nigeria is on the table. Yes, people will suffer a little, but we will get there. We are seeing the signs. I'm from Southeast. And I know that for 16 years, Nnaji from Southeast, we went to UNN together. For 16 years, they deceived us. All the federal roads went down. So they go to that place and see what is going on. Even when they contributed only 183 or 193,000 votes in 2015. They are the ones that, the bulk of, if you go to WhatsApp, they are the ones that are leading this opposition. Because they were disappointed in 2015. And they have not forgiven the president for winning that election. Even when he is breaking his back. He said, we will not be distracted. There is an attempt to build a new Nigeria. And no power in the tongue of any man that can change this. I'm telling you. You don't know what is APC. You don't know the formation. I can't see any political party beating this party.
I was going to ask, when you say, and no power in the tongue of any man can change this, I was going to ask you.
I'm talking about the letter writers.
Wow.
Not the people.
I'm talking about the letter writers.
Okay. Wow. Let me come in.
Power belongs to the people.
Yes.
Once again, please go and get your permanent voters cards. 2019, we all must just stream out there and go and vote.